this is it. The final buy box. Now I know the previous video was also the final buy box, but this actually is. This box exists pretty much solely because it's stuff I should have bought in Japan, but didn't. And when I got back to England, I regretted not buying. So this is mostly a top-up box of stuff I started buying, but then didn't. And now I had to spend 10 times the price to get it sent over. Yeah. My mate Stanley, highly recommended. That's a quality tool there. All right. Oh, I should be wearing gloves. I'm not wearing gloves. Okay, so as usual, they're actually properly protectively packaged my parcel this time, which is good because they haven't always done that. So some lovely high spec bubble wrap there. It's good, it's quality stuff this. I keep it and use it around the house for things such as loft insulation and sleeping bags. So a few more, wait. Oh, a few more things. Some more of their quality tape. About I think about 10 bags in here this time. 10 bags. It's only a light box. And of course I took advantage of the half-price shipping that was being offered, which was really good. Spend £5 on Mercari and you get half your international shipping cost paid for. Brilliant. All right, where are we going to start from? I don't know. And again, I can't remember what most of these things are. Even though this is quite a recent box. Last one I had to wait 2 months for. This one I had to wait about 3 days. So let's start with this one. It's a lighter, 2 different types. Well, 3. Look, we've got light blue, light blue, light blue, dark green, light green, light green. So diversity. I wonder if there's a system behind that. Who knows? And let's try this bad boy out. And it is a little bit of cardboard wrapped in bubble wrap. So there you go. Bubble wrap. Cling film. So yeah, not optimal. Actually it's not, it's that plastic wrapping cling film stuff. Not actual cling film. Which is, probably for the best, because cling film, I don't suppose, offers a great deal of protection. A lot of love or affection. There's a lot of it on here, they don't mess around. But here we go. So this, I'll probably pull the camera back a bit already. This, I need to get some light on it, hang on a second. Oh, that's a bit overexposed now. Oh, never mind, it'll be alright. I'll turn it off. It's a bit too much, bit much in it, it's a bit much on, bit much. Boop. That's too little, that's fine. Fix it in post. This is a cheap book. The reason I bought this, because I bought the other one. This is part 2. No, it isn't, this is part 1. Part 1. Ghost on the Shelf for the PlayStation Guide. Now, Ghost on the Shelf for the PlayStation 1 does not need a strategy guide. That game is really easy. It's go forward, and when you fight an enemy, just circular strafe, keep him in the middle and keep shooting. That is literally the entire game. There is no strategy, there's no skill involved. You just keep him in the middle and absolutely, I'm doing it upside down, and you absolutely nail him every time. But this one, there's like little strategy tips here you don't need. Maps of things that you might not need. But yeah, so I got this because I bought part 1. No, I bought part 2 in Japan. This is the base file. I bought the master file when I was out there. And yeah, so I felt like I had to get the entire set. Because I'm very special like that. So that was annoying. And that's what actually started this whole thing off. I had to have that second book. So in that case, I had to start a whole new buy-box. And therefore, bankrupt myself. Another light blue one. This one's 1007 2929. So yeah, that's probably important to someone. Stanley. Alright, he scored at that time. I should have done a bit more heavy-handed with the old Niffy. Okay, what's in there, gang? What can you see? Oh, look at that. Oh! There we are. That is an N64 cartridge. Oh, I wish I wore gloves. My hands are well, man. Sorry. Don't look at my hands. Just look at the stuff I'm holding, not my hands. Look at the hands. Look around the hands. Look at the hands. Look at the eyes. Look around the eyes. And you're back in the room. Alright, this is... This is neither rare nor valuable. In fact, this cost me about £1.80. But the thing is, I bought the instruction manual loose when I was in Japan for like 60p. And I forgot I didn't have the actual cartridge to go with it. So now I've got the manual and the cartridge for Kirby on N64. A game which isn't that very good at all. So yay for me. I guess, kinda. Alright, next up. I remember I'm very wary, we've only got 24 minutes left. There's another hefty old bag here. It's a bit hefty bit. Something big in that. It goes from here to here. So it's quite a hefty thing in there. So whatever it is, it's gonna be good. That's the rule. That's the rule. Slice it open. There we go. And our survey says, oh, it is a magazine. I'm gonna just pull back a bit. I'm gonna pull back a bit because I'm getting some of the larger things out. Oh, you can see my feet. Don't look at my feet either. Oh my god. Look at my awesome socks. They've got swear words on. Yeah. It's Games magazine. Magazine that originally was a bit more arcade focused, then shifted to home consoles. And as you can see here, what does that say, kids? What does that say there? Should Uncle Dan to read it to you? It says Densha, there, go. It also says Street Fighter X, the crossover we never knew we wanted, but should be quite good. So yeah, a little article in here. Oh, it looks like they're going to explain us how the Yamanote-sen. Yamanote-sen Akusetsu Mei. There's a bit of explanation of the Yamanote line provision within the game. That's good. Yamanote line, of course, being the most famous one in Japan. Loops around central Tokyo, blah blah blah. Next up, quite a light box. This one, quite a light envelope rather. There's something big inside there. I don't know what it is. Actually, this packaging isn't that great. Anyway, okay, no, never mind. It'll do. Slice it open. Oh god, you can see my socks. This is well embarrassing. I will zoom back in now because I don't know anything else that's particularly large coming out. Next up, Super Bomberman 3. I have all the Super Bomberman games now. I got this one because it was the same price box as for a loose cart. The box isn't great, but hey, it's still Bomberman 3, which is good, I guess. Yeah, how can I hide my feet? If I hide them under, oh my god, look at that! But you can see my Super Mario Brothers loungewear. This is going from worse to worse. So yeah, Super Bomberman 3. I've got them all now. I don't know why. I mean, I like Bomberman, don't get me wrong, but I bought a couple and I was like, oh, I might as well get them all. And again, I didn't buy them when I was out there because I'm a bit special. So now it's costing me a small fortune to get them while I'm here. But I have them all so I can relax, so I can just go about my life knowing I have all the Super Bomberman games on the SNES. That's a spoiler for what's in this box then, isn't it? Envelope even. Oh, rubbish. I've ruined it for us both. Super Bomberman 4. Bomberman! As the DS game goes. There you go. Look at that, eh? It's got a little thing there. So that's the highlight of the series, that. And you can launch, the black one can launch and the white one. That's good. Or push them off a cliff. So, you know, progress. That's what we hope to see in a sequel. Bit of variation. Okay, what's next? So we got to the light green envelopes. I wonder if it's just a case of that's all they could get their hands on. I wonder if there is a system. The two blue ones were like, no, they weren't magazines, were they? Two were magazines, one was a cartridge. I don't know, well, let's see. Let's see what's in this one, shall we? Shall we? Sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, it's more bubble wrap. So I think on buying now, what differentiates between protective packaging and non-protective packaging is it comes in a cardboard box. That's pretty much all I can tell, because when you don't do protective packaging, they just put it in like a light mailer bag, which is disastrous. Don't ever do that. I can't recommend against doing that enough. All right. Now we have Castlevania: The Adventure 1, a bad Castlevania game, and Castlevania Adventure 2, a not as bad Castlevania game. Why did I buy these? Well, I was in Norwich with some very dear friends of mine, and I saw the first one for sale for £22. This very game was on sale for £22, and I thought, oh, it's a bit rich for my blood. So I hopped onto the internet and I got both of these for £22. Plus £22 shipping. So I think I won. Next up, look at this one. There we are, let's just slice that little monkey open there. You didn't very light touch with it, Stanley. Just a light touch, just a gentle scrape, and you'll either score or go straight through. No more than that, otherwise you're knackered. Now then, my beloveds, my very dear friends. Someone asked, I was at work last night, helping out making a video, and someone asked me if there were any train things in my box, and I said, no, yes, there's an article in a magazine, which is that one we saw a minute ago, the Gamest, but I actually forgot, I've got this. This is interesting. To me and to literally no one else on the planet, in that this is indeed a strategy guide for the first Danger to Go game, and it's for the PlayStation, and it's a book I already have. But what's interesting about this is the Kordiaka Bunkor book, but the one I have has a very different orange cover and a very different design. And what's interesting about this one, my dear friends, my equally captivated Danger to Go maniacs, if I can get the bugger open, this little kanji here, that kanji there, that means like kind of not for resale. This wasn't commercially available. You couldn't go into a shop and buy this. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if it was bundled with a game package, or it came as a freebie or some sort of promotional item, but it's a book I already have, kinda, but a different version of it. And that's it. And again, got a lovely little breakdown of screens, got at the bottom where you're going. There's some technique here, so what speed should be going here, what your timing should be, things to look out for. So you've got a signal here, a bridge, so you have to beep your horn before you go in, all that cool stuff. There's Tetsu-chan reminding you to keep an eye on the clock. Yeah, different lines. Wow. Good, a Yamato line. So yeah, that's it. That's a very cool thing for my collection. Yeah, something I haven't got. And now I have. So Danger to Go collecting is still going, but at a very, very, very slow rate. I got remarkably little when I was out in Japan, because I've got it all, simply. Alright, let's wrap this up. More trains. No gods or kings, only trains. That's it, just got to rub it, really. It's got to rub the Stanley. I didn't do a very good job there, but it's got to rub the Stanley, really. That's all you need. That's all you need, really. This is, I think this is the first on the Switch. This is a series, like I've talked about before, this is a series that's been going on for a long time. It's called Tetsudon Nippon. And, yeah, Rosen Tabi. It's just a collection of basically movies made by attaching camera to the front of a train, which then you control to give the illusion of you driving a train. This is the first one. I've also got this on the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 is very interesting because that version is fully localized. When you put it into your PS4, it patches it all out and you get a fully localized game. It's hard as balls though. So yeah, and this one, being the first one, it's very different. So you might have seen my video where I did Real Pro Nagoya Run, and it's kind of like this little grid system that gives you a gauge on how fast you should be going at any given time. This one doesn't have that. You have to do it all by eye, and it's blooming tricky. But now I've got all of them now. I've got all the Switch versions of these, and these are all expensive. They come out expensive. They drop by about £5 and they never drop again. Even second-hand, they're about £3 less than new. It's wicked annoying. For some reason, they hold their value in Japan. It's like Nintendo First Party and this series. Everything else drops to next to nothing. These ones never bloody do. But I've got them all now, so again, I can relax. All right, what's in there? I've only got, this is my penultimate package, which is good. Well, I've still got 15 minutes yet. But you know, hope you're enjoying this brief intermission in your otherwise dull day. Oh, look at this, children. Oh, let's just crack this open. Oh, a can't crack it open, there's too much tape on it. Get old mate Stanley on the job. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, is old Stanley. Oh, didn't do a very good job there, Stanley. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, Stanley, you'd make me look like a fool in front of in front of both these people. There we go. Thanks. There we go. And this was an impulse purchase. It's Turtles 2, a game I do not own, but well, now I do. Of course, the best one, as we know, is Turtles 3 on the Game Boy, but they're all brilliant. Turtles 1, I played the living hell out of as a young'un. Absolutely loved it. Turtles 2 is more of the same. Turtles 3 is very different. In that it's different. It's more better, but this is good, so I'm happy about that. So I've got quite a few games in my Game Boy collection. My Game Boy collection is now 99% Japanese games. Fair enough, isn't it? It's fair enough. And this one, I don't know what's in here. Oh, I do know what's in here. I'm curious about this one. This might be essentially stream worthy due to its uniqueness, its uniquinosity. Gonna flop it out here, and there you go. Looks good, doesn't it? It's got trains, you know, pretty good. Is that a Series 1 train? Or was that a 300? Can't remember. But let's travel in Japan by train. DX. So yeah, it's good. Japan, travel. I can't read that one. Game. Well, literally that's what it translates, isn't it? By Takara. Those famous people. So yeah, it looks alright. It looks very similar to a board game, and that you board, hey, you board your train in the board game, and you go around Japan looking at things. So it might be quite fun. It might also be impenetrably Japanese. It looks like it's going to be endless walls of kanji. But you know, it might be quite fun. There's a little screenshot there a bit. Look, that you can't quite see because the shadow there, but there you go. Looks good, doesn't it? So yeah, that is my almost, well, you know what, I'm gonna say it. Without a hint of irony, I'm gonna say it. My last buy box. I simply don't need it anymore. Yeah, that's it really. I'll be out there again soon enough, so whatever bits I'm missing, whatever last minute revelations I have about stuff I need for my collection, I can just go and buy in person. Because one thing I realised when I was out there, the prices on Buyee versus the prices in your average used second-hand shop or retro game shop, again, it's creeping up. I found mostly, for most things, buying it in the shop was actually way cheaper than what people were trying to get on Buyee. It's the whole eBay effect of people just assume these things have crazy value, so they just put crazy prices on. And what's strange is because, I don't know why, but some reason people on Buyee, they don't see what other people are charging for things. So you see a game like Castlevania 1, I'll hold up so you're not just looking at my hands. Castlevania 1, you'll see, they'll be like, they're all like a tenner, for example. 10, 10, 10, 10, but there's one guy who's like, I want 100 quid for this. And it'll be on there at £100. It's exactly the same. It'll be no box, no manual, but for some reason it'll be 100 quid. It's really weird. Like, people don't check what other people are charging for things, which is, of course, bonkers. So yeah, that's it. That's my haul. Thank you for watching, and you know, keep zapping the baddies.